Hey guys, what's going on? It's T-Bonator11 Gaming here with a brand new video, and today we're going to go over Nightfall this week, the week that starts on February 7th, 2017. This week's Nightfall is the Scion Flares, so it shouldn't be too difficult. There is Void Burn. I believe there's more enemies with shields. There is also let's see, Void Burn, more enemies with shield catapult for faster recharge of the grenades. I think Berserker is there as well, so the enemies don't flinch, so they just keep coming. And I think that's pretty much it for the actual modifiers. They're not too bad, especially with Void Burn. There aren't too many enemies in this particular strike that does void damage. There's just the Vex Minotaurs that do most of the damage, as you're going to see here. They're the only ones, I believe, that do any void damage. So it's not going to be too difficult, but we're going to go ahead here and go do the solo run. Now I am running with my warlock with the scatter grenades, and I do have the gauntlets that allow me to have a secondary scatter grenade charge. I don't remember the exact names, but I believe at the end of the Nightfall I will just show you the gear that I use really quickly. They're the Something Manacles, I think, but they're basically for scatter grenades, if you know what I'm talking about, guys. So basically what I'm doing is I'm using my grenades as much as I can, because there is faster recharge with catapult, and not only that, but it's void burn, so it does extra damage, and scatter grenades are very good for damage. They're pretty good, and I do also have the perk on that gets the scatter grenades to track the enemies. As you can see there, they're trying to track the enemies, so that's good as well. I'm using my Cryptic Dragon Scout Rifle, which obviously does not have an element, and as you can see there, my heavy is the Void Exotic Sword, the Dark Drinker, and I'm using my 1000-yard stare, which is void damage as well. Obviously, you guys know I'm using my voidwalker, so I have my Nova Bomb. I just have the single projectile that goes further. There's no specific. You can get the one that divide in 3 projectiles. You don't need the one that goes further if you're used to it. That's just the setup that I had. I didn't really switch any setup. But you're going to see here that I'm going to spam the grenades as much as I get them, all the way until the final boss fight. Even in the final boss fight, I'm going to do the same thing. So right there, I kind of fail a little bit my grenade throw, but it's okay, because it does recharge quite quick. Sometimes you'll notice that it recharges a lot slower. If you have a grenade, excuse me, if you have a grenade and you throw it and you hit and you kill somebody, it's not only going to regenerate your health, but it's also going to regenerate the actual scatter grenade faster as well. So right here, just getting the spawns, getting the kills on top here, the spawns that are on top first, get those out of the way, and then kind of move towards the bottom here, where you can see that I'm kind of taking care of business here. So obviously using Nova Bomb when I have it, especially early on, I'm gonna have it several more times before the end of the boss fight. So when it's a boss fight, you may want to keep it, especially because for me anyways, I have the perk on my subclass where grenade kills and Nova Bomb kills start health regeneration, so it's good when you're in a tight spot where you're low health. If you don't have a grenade, you can go ahead and use your Nova Bomb and get a kill, and it's going to regen your health, which is great. Since I am using the Void Manacles, I don't know the exact names. I'm not able to use the helmet that gives me regens my health when I pick up an orb, which it's not worth anything because there's no real orbs here anyways. So we're getting close, and these yellow bars are basically one hit kill with the Dark Drinker, which is fantastic. So we're moving on pretty good. We're 25 minutes in. So it goes quite fast, all these parts. Even this next part goes by very quickly. Like I said, you spam the grenades, especially with the scatter grenade. It does a lot of damage. It covers a lot of room. So I like to jump up here and just kind of throw a grenade there, get some initial damage done, and I might have missed it because it doesn't seem like it did anything, but no big deal. Like I said, it does regenerate pretty fast. I do have the perk on my gloves that when I melee, it regenerates the grenade energy. So that's another good thing with these manacles here. Now, the only thing that I've noticed, for some reason, the Centurions have a lot of movement, and they were a little difficult for me to catch with my grenades. It could have just been the fact that, you know, I wasn't throwing the grenades at the right spot at the right time, but it seemed like I did have difficulty in hitting them. They were probably the only enemies that I actually had a little trouble. Not saying that they caused me a lot of trouble, but they're the ones that, if it would have caused me trouble, it would have been those ones. So that's pretty much it for that. So now we're going here. We've got the Colossus that comes out, so we want to take care of him as quick as possible, because as you can see, I mean, those rockets hit hard. So just grenades, and there you go. So it took 3 grenade hits and he's down. There you go, all of them are cleared, and then the only thing left here to do is just to clear the other room. And it's the same thing. You just spam the grenades, you spam the grenades, and you spam the grenades, and then you're gonna see here I'm going to use my special quite soon, just because I have it. Might as well get the Minotaur out of the way, because he's the one that causes a lot of damage. So this second round here is going to be just Scions that come out. So we're gonna go ahead and kill the 3 that were in here, the 2 or 3 that were in here, and then you have the yellow bar that comes out here. So I'm gonna hit him with a couple of grenades here, take the sword out, and just take care of business, and there you go, he's dead. And now we're moving on to the boss room. So right here, the gameplay is going to stop for a second here because my phone started to ring. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna cut the video out. Alright guys, so just decided to edit the part where I was on my phone call out of this, so the video did cut there for about 3 to 4 minutes. That's not a big deal. I just didn't want you guys to just see my character dancing for the whole 3 to 4 minutes. So basically we're at the boss fight room here, and what happens here is the same as before. You just spam your grenades, and then you use your special like that when you have a chance. I will get enough kills so that my super regenerates quick enough so I can hit at least 1 or 2 bosses with it. So there are several ways you can do this part here. With the sword, you can start with the far left or the far right Sun Flare. I prefer the far right, simply for the fact of, on my way back, I can quickly kill an enemy to get my health regeneration to start, and then I can go up the stairs and then basically get all the enemies that are coming up the stairs. And it's purely for cover reasons. There's more cover on this side, it's less open, but it's to each his own. First thing I do is I throw a grenade to get a shield down, and then it takes about 3 to 4 sword hits to get him, depending on how much of your grenade actually got him. So as you saw there, my first grenade that hit got a kill, and then it started my health regeneration, which is very important. I also have, and there as well, and I also have the actual melee that does the energy drain, so that does regenerate health as well. So I'm pretty good. So all in all, I've got my grenades, I've got my Nova Bomb, and I've got my energy drain that does the energy drain effect, which starts my health regeneration. So basically what I do here, and this is what I was talking, there's more cover. I just go up the stairs and I kill the enemies. Usually they come up the stairs right there, as you just saw in peek. And then there's a couple more that we just have to take care of here, and then we'll be able to move and slowly make our way to kill the second one. And I wouldn't recommend going in to kill all of them at the same time. I did make a couple of practice runs before, and I got to kill 2 quickly. And then by the third one, my health was too low and there was too many enemies down in the middle, and it killed me. So this was the easiest way, I guess the safest and quickest way that you can get it done without having to wipe and go back to orbit and start all over again. When I do my solo runs, I like to do them where I don't die, I just go from start to finish. So that's why I'm kind of hanging up here and taking care of the enemies as they come. Just to get rid of the ads first, and then after that it's very easy to kill the flares. The silent flares, they're not that tough once their shield is down, especially with the dark drinker. Their health just, like I said, 3 to 4 hits and they're dead. So as you can see, like I said before in the video, I'm spamming my grenades like there's no tomorrow as soon as I get them, just because number 1, it regens my health, and number 2, it's a void burn, so it does a lot of damage, and I have a quick regen on that, so it works out pretty good. So after I get my grenade here, I just throw one in the middle, and I see it's pretty clear, so I see that I kill the Centurion. So I'm gonna go, and I see there's another one, which is not a big deal, so I'm just gonna throw a grenade in the middle, Nova Bomb one of the bosses here, get him killed. So he's done. So as you can see, I'm not going for the middle one. I'm just retreating back just quickly. And I'm going to do, you know, rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. I'd rather show you guys a proper way to do it that anybody can do it compared to a way where you're super aggressive and it's super quick. Which is nice to see, you know, when it's a quick Nightfall run, but it's definitely not for everybody. You have to be extremely good with your character and know exactly when to push your limits and when to kind of drop back and stay behind a little bit. So I'd rather show you guys the way where anybody can do it, as long as, like I said, as long as you're okay with your character and you've got the good setup. You just got to be patient. Just take it one boss at a time. And basically here I'm just concentrating on taking care of the Colossus. There's 2 of them that spawn. So the first one will spawn on the left, and the second one comes from the middle, and he goes towards the left where the other one was. So we're just going to take him out, and then we're just going to take a quick peek and look around for the actual boss. So I see him there. I wanted to go down, but I saw that there was a lot of those damn silent flares there, just the ads that help, the red bars. There was a lot of them, and it is void burn and they don't do void damage. The only problem is a lot of them will end up hurting you because they don't just shoot one bullet at a time. It's multiple, right? So you want to take your time. So here I'm just taking my time and taking a quick peek, making sure everything's good. Just taking care of this one on the left here. Once that one goes down, we'll be able to go ahead and start making our way towards the boss. So as you can see here, I'm working my way over. I can't seem to find this one. He was hiding, so we're just going to wait a quick second to get the grenade. We're just going to go and take care of him. And then I can see the boss is right there. So basically what I do, I just want a Nova Bomb there. And then I see that the Colossus came down again, so I took too much time, which is not a big deal. As you can see, I still have 15 minutes left, just a little under 15 minutes, which it's going to take maybe another minute or 2 to take care of the Colossus, and then after that we'll be able to go ahead and challenge the last boss. We're almost done here. There we go. So I see them, and there's not a lot of enemies there. I can see that there's a flanks there, so I'm not too worried. I'm just going to go ahead and throw a grenade back there, and then I'm just going to go and take care of business here. 1, 2, and then number 3. And there you go, guys. As you can see, I finished with 39, but with the last boss kill, it's gonna pop it up to 60,000. I got the Sunrise bounty. Just a little spoiler here, I already had the Icebreaker and I did not get it from the Sunrise bounty, so here's the gear that I was using. It's the Nothing Manacles. There it is. So that's what I was using, guys. So if you enjoyed it, leave a like on the video, leave comments in the section below, and definitely subscribe to my channel for more Destiny content. Until we see each other next time, guys. Peace.